here is my makeup look for autumn. I hope you will like it, and if you want to know exactly how I got this look, just keep on watching. Right, so to start off, I'm going to be applying some moisturiser. After that, I'm going to be going in with the Nivea Men for sensitive skin. This is actually post-shaving balm. So I know this might seem unusual, but this works really good as a primer. So after I've primed my skin, I then go in with some concealer. I actually apply this every day to my chin and my nose. So I'll just be popping some of that on, just all over. I just spread it with my finger, just nice light coverage. Then I'm actually going to go in with the Rimmel foundation, and this is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour with Comfort Serum. So I'm just going to pump some of this onto my finger and apply it in blotches around my face. Of course, like pretty much everyone I know, I'm going in with the Beauty Blender. So I've made this damp because I prefer a more dewy finish. So next I'm going to be going in with some concealer. I'm going to go back in with my Beauty Blender and blend it out. I'm all blended, as you can see, I'm glowing. So after that, I'm going to just set my concealer with the NARS Translucent Powder in its Crystal. So this is light reflecting setting powder. I absolutely love this powder. I never used to actually be a fan of loose powder, but now I couldn't go without it. It's so good. And if you want to do a really natural makeup look, just applying loose powder on top of foundation or even on its own is a really good way. Just setting your concealer and just looking really natural and flawless. And I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Duo Fiber Face Brush right here. Now, I don't actually have very big bushy eyebrows like I wish I did, but we can sort that out. So I'm going to be using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is actually just in a sample size that I got from Elle magazine, and I am so glad I did. I'll definitely be repurchasing. So I actually use a mixture of a brow pencil and some eyeshadow. So to start off with, I'm actually just going to outline my brows. Sorry guys, I'm going to have to use a hand mirror. Outline my brows. So I hope you can see this. I'll kind of turn this way. So I'm just going along the bottom of my eyebrow gently, just sort of defining the shape I want. And then I'm going to be starting about halfway on my brow, and then doing the same on the top, but not right to the end, because I like my eyebrows a lot darker towards the end, and at the start I like that sort of faded out look, so only from halfway. So I'll just do one eyebrow and then I'll just speed up doing the other one. So once I've done that, I then go in with my Naked Decay Urban Basics palette. This is a really good, cute little palette. It has loads of nudes in, so a really good one to purchase. I think they're about £20. So I'm just going to go in with a angled brush, actually, which is the Real Techniques. Oh, it's actually a brow brush. I thought it was for eyeliner. Turns out I was wrong. So I'm just going to be using the shade Naked 2 out of this palette. This palette is literally dying, so I don't know if you can... this isn't a very good one to show you guys. So it's this shade here, the one that's broken, this one. Okay, now I'm just filling a bit of the brow in, sort of at the other side. Literally that much, that is it. And then I'm going to be using a brow pencil, and I'm just going to be taking the brush and sort of blending, just literally just doing this movement here. I hope this kind of looks good. Looks alright, looks how it usually looks for me. So yeah, I'm not very good at that whole super fade thing. I think you have to use brow gel for that, and I've never actually had brow gel. I'm just going to quickly do my other one. I am back and my brows are finished, which is always good. I always do my brows first before my eyeshadow because I feel they sort of frame my eyes and it gives me a better idea of what my shadow is going to look like while applying it. So I'm going to be taking a little bottle cap of water, just dab my finger in it, and I'm just going to be applying the water to my eyelid. I'm just dampening it. It's not too much, like you don't want your eyes to be really, really wet, but they just need to be damp. So just pat it all over your lid. My favourite product right now. So this is the MAC Pigment. These are £16, which I think is such a good price. This is in the shade Copper Sparkle, and oh my god, this is amazing. So I'm just going to mention, you can apply this dry, but I'm actually going to be applying it wet, and it is just beautiful. Taking this brush, which I don't even know where this is from, but just a brush that's like this. So a flat shadow brush, I guess. And I'm just going to be dipping the tip into the water and then into the pigment like this. And make sure you tap off the excess pigment, but make sure you get a fair bit of pigment on there. And then I'm just going to be applying this. I need to use my mirror for this, so just to make you sure. See, and then just, oh, it just kind of fell. But then just applying this all over my lid, because you can just like blow it off. Just make sure not to get it in your eye, because obviously it is like a sort of glitter. And then I'm just sort of like running that brush sort of on the upside, so it's not just on my lid, it's slightly above it. So I'm just going to do that all over my lid. Just, oh no. Just take it underneath your eyes ever so slightly. So just from the corner, just almost dab. It's sort of dabbing action I'm doing. Like this. There we go, that'll do for now. So next I'm actually going to go in with a NYX palette that I've got right here. And this is one of the make your own palettes. This is the shades I've chosen to do. So, oh, this is not in focus, there you go. So I've got these two sort of gold shades on this side and the orangey shades on this side. So this light shade here is called, hang on, is called Golden Peach, and this one here is called Showgirl. So these are super affordable. I think these are £2.50 per pan, which is amazing, and they're so good, and oh, I just love them so much. So NYX, well done. I am going to be using another Real Techniques brush in the base shadow brush actually, and I'm going to be taking Showgirl to start with. Just dabbing my brush like so. Make sure you tap off any excess. And then I'm just going to be taking it in the crease and slightly above of my eye, just sort of on top of the pigment, and just doing this lovely, just sort of blending just all around my eye. And then I'm going to be going in with this brush, and I'm going to take this one down here, the Golden Peach. Just a teeny bit of this. I'm just going to sort of be blending my eyes out. Okay, so now that is sorted, you can sort of see it's blending out now. So I'm actually going to go back in with the Deluxe Crease brush and back in with it's very light sort of base shadow in a very beige tone. This palette is actually from Laura Mercier. I'm not sure if this is still available as I got it last Christmas, but if it is, I will link it down below. I'm going to be using this shade here, which is Vanilla Nuts. It's just any really light shadow and just sort of taking it around underneath my brow bone like this. So you can sort of... Next I'm going to be going in with an eyeliner, and I'm going to be using the Magic Liner from Topshop. Just a disclaimer, I suck at eyeliner. So if anyone knows any great tutorials or has any tips, please leave them in the comments down below. So I'm literally doing like a line, because it's liner. I can't do a wing, I just can't do a wing. So, doing this and I... And there it is, my straight line of eyeliner. I hope you like it. So yeah, this just kind of intensifies the eye. So I think that will do. I'm then actually going to use a bit more eyeliner, but I'm going to be using the Lancome Crayon Kohl, so just a black pencil eyeliner from Lancome, but any black eyeliner in a pencil will do. And I'm just going to be doing my waterline. So I just kind of close my eyes and press up, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So I'll just do it. So I just kind of put the pencil in and close and just run it along. And then I'll do like slightly some on the bottom, just a little bit like so. So there, I'm going to be curling my eyelashes, and I'm going to be using the Shahumra, whatever. These guys are amazing. £20 and they last forever. I think I've had this perfume maybe like 3 years. They're so good. I've tried billions, and these don't damage your eyelashes, and they're just really, really good. So if you're going to invest, well, it's not really an investment, but if you're going to pick up some really good eyelash curlers, these are the ones you need. They brought out some limited edition gold ones last year, and I really wish I'd bought them, and I really want them, and I just didn't manage to get them in time, and now they're gone. I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash. Okay, so now I've finished off with my mascara, I'm going to be applying some powder to my face. So I'm going to be using the Laura Geller, and this is the Baked Balance and Brighten Foundation in Fair. So I've saying it's the foundation, but I find I really like this, the powder. So you can see that's nice sort of baked product. I really like this. And it comes with a retractable brush, which is great. So I'll just be taking the brush and swirling it in the powder a bit and just sort of patting it around my face. Lovely. So after that, I'll be going in with some bronzer. So I'll be using the, I'm going to be using the NARS bronzer in Laguna. I think this is one of those products which tons and tons and tons of people use. It's a great product. I've been buying it for years. I would highly recommend, and I've never ever had a bronzer I love as much as this. So I'll just be taking this, and I'm going to be using this brush here. Now, I don't actually know, this is a Leonard powder brush. It's very stiff, and I just really like this for applying my bronzer. So I'll try and find it on the internet and link it down below. So I literally sort of like dust my brush in it like this. Just one side though, that's why I like this so much. I just use one side, tap it off, and then sort of, you know, pout. Is I really recommend this. So if you have a retractable brush, this at the moment it's very, you know, it's fluffy, it's all out, but if you sort of lift up the retractor, it goes to like a much stiffer brush, and this is really good for blending. So that's how I blend my makeup. So other than that, I'm then going to be using a NARS blusher, and this is in the shade Deep Throat. I really don't know why they have such weird names for NARS, but yeah. So this is a really nice sort of, it's sort of orangey but sort of pinky tone, and I really, really like this. This complements Laguna perfectly. So I only put a teeny bit of blusher, so I'm just gonna literally one swirl, light swirl like that, tap it off. And this is the blush brush from Real Techniques, and I literally just do this, kind of swirl and just do this lovely shape. It's just giving me a bit of a pinkier glow. That's it for blusher. I really don't do much with blusher. And everyone's favourite part, going into the highlight. And I'm going to be applying this with my Real Techniques angled highlighter brush. And just simply highlight away. Can you see that highlight? It's pretty. It is pretty. The thing with the Laura Mercier highlight is it's quite subtle. A little bit down my nose, above my brow bone. And I actually kind of pop it in the corners of my eye. So that is it for highlighter. Right, now another makeup tip that I'd like to share is with Vaseline. So at the moment you can see my lips, they're kind of covered in foundation and powder. So I just take a little bit of Vaseline, just pop it on my finger, rub it around, just over the top of where there's any foundation or anything on them. Just sort of let it settle, and then if you just take a handkerchief and wipe away. But it just makes it so much easier to get off, and you never want to have foundation on your lips. And there we go, my lips are back and not white. So I'm then going to be using this is Urban Decay, I think, Naked 2 lip liner. I'll just be popping that on now for you. I find this really hard to do on camera. So just, and the other side, and or and I kind of fill it in. I don't know if you saw that, like filling in the bottom, and then I just rub my lips together to fill all my lips out. And then I'm actually going to be going with a nude lip, so I'm going to be using Honey Love from MAC, which I know is one of their most popular shades. This is in Matte, as I love matte lipstick. I'm just going to be putting that all over my lips. So there you go, and that is how I do my makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, I'm not obviously an expert at makeup, this is just how I do my makeup, and I hope I got to give you a good idea of some products that I use, because I do use quite a variety of brands, so maybe there's some brands in there that you'd like to try, but I'd highly recommend all the products that I have used in this video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear all your comments down below about any products or anything, and just any questions you have, and if anyone does know any good eyeliner tutorials, please let me know. See you later!